Good morning, everybody. Joe Ciaccio here. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Next Sunday is Mother's Day, so make sure you do what you got to do. Okay, I'm going to do a call today on a one-step close. An agent asked me this probably a while back and said, Joe, what do you mean by a one-step close? So I explained, and he kind of looked at me a little bit of disbelief. He says, well, I was trained to go gather the information, tell the people I'm going to come back and make another appointment with them. Anything wrong with that? None. Two-step close, you don't have to be as prepared. Yet the problem you may have is that the client may not answer the phone when you call back and set an appointment. They may not answer the door. You don't know. So the way I was trained, one stop. When you do a one-step close, it must be, you must be more trained in what you do. You have to know your underwriting. You have to know the medications. You've got to know the steps you got to take. You've got to let the people know what's going to take place. So I'm going to kind of break it down in very simple arithmetics to where you understand that one-step close is, hello, how you doing? My name is Joe. You were a referral. This is a lead you sent in. I'm just canvassing the neighborhood for people who were sent cards, didn't send them back. I'm going to take care of you today. So you want to use the word today a little bit more in your conversation to where they're starting to get to know that you're not going to come back. Walk into a house, you're chit-chatting. I like telling the people what's going to take place throughout my visit with them. They've already told me at the door what they sent the card in for. And I will use that at the end to sign and seal the actual application, to go into the application process rather. Now, I want you to put in your mind that you must be more prepared for a one-step close. You have to know medications. If you're unsure about the underwriting, you need to learn it more. You need to practice more on your rebuttals and any type of rejection they're going to give you. This is with even a 27-step close. You must be prepared. And the only way to be prepared is to go out and just do it over and over again. I recommend agents who have leads from another company they work for to go work those, to start getting acclimated to getting back into direct mail. Any old leads you have, I would go do it to where you can practice on those older leads, so when you get a brand new lead, it's a fresh lead. Your nerves are kind of calm. You're not excited. You don't have what we call as commission breath when you're speaking to the client. You're a little bit loud, maybe a little aggressive, telling them what you want them to do instead of giving them the information and let them pick what they want. So, I'm there. Hello, how you doing? The Jones, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go over how the program works. Anytime you want to interrupt me, please feel free to interrupt me. And I'm going to tell you how the program goes. I'm going to need to know information about you, your height, your weight, your medication, and you do banking with a bank, or you have a little card that you get it on. Get it with a bank, and they'll usually tell you it's a checking account. Say, okay, by having a checking account, what you're going to do is you're going to get a discount in the premiums, because it's much easier for the bank and your insurance company to talk to each other. You don't know about sending a payment. It's sent for you on a date, either the first or the third of the month, or the second, third, fourth Wednesday. Please don't tell them on a date you choose. Because when you say, or you tell them they can pick a date they want, what's going to end up happening, they're going to end up picking the 5th to make sure the money's there on the 3rd. I have never heard a client tell me, Joe, my Social Security check was late. Never. Maybe you guys have. In my years of doing this here, I have never heard anybody say I didn't get my check on time. By giving them that option, what's going to happen is that the money may not be there. So, I'm going to have to ask you some health questions. Everything we speak about is between you and I. I'm going to need to know about some medications that you're on. Are you on any medications? Yes, I am. Okay. But I'm going to ask you in a minute, when we get to do visiting for a second, I'm going to have you bring your medication to me. And if you quit taking any medication, just put it in the little bag, bring it to me so we can look at it. Okay? I'm going to ask you for your social security number. I'm going to ask you for your driver's license. So what I'm doing is I'm setting the playing field up for them up front of what I'm going to need. The reason I do that, so in the event they say, I don't want money coming out of my checking account, I'm not going to tell you my social security number. Now you can sit and take a step back and kind of figure out why they don't want to give it to you. Because I've had agents go all the way till the end, this is a wet app, filling out the application, ask the client for the checking account, and they give them some excuse why they don't want to do it. So the agent wasted his time. So I'd rather tell them everything that's going to take place. If they have any whatevers, I'm going to squash it right then and there. Okay? I don't give anybody my checking account. But these are all different things we can talk about later. I don't give out my checking account. Oh, my social security number, I was told to never give it to anybody. You need to know what to say when they say that. When they say you can't use my checking account, or I'm not going to give you the information of my checking account, you need to know what to say. If not, you're not going to make sales. You're not going to be able to overcome that obstacle that they're putting in front of you for whatever reason. Maybe a great reason, I don't know. But our job is to find out, why don't you want us to use your checking account? Why don't you want to give us your Social Security? You need to find that out. If you don't find that out and you keep going, you're wasting your time. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get started. And I've done my warm-up already. I've already chit-chatted with them. And in my warm-up for One Step Close, I'm asking them about their health. I'm asking them about their medications. I'm asking, have you had any heart attack, stroke, cancer? And when they tell me no, 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 I sit and say, well, you're one of the very few folks I deal with who's in such great health. I lost a lot of people who had a heart attack and a stroke, and in the program they want. And this is why it's so important to get this when you're like you, when you're healthy. You've had no heart attack, no stroke, you haven't had cancer, you don't have hepatitis. All of these things here all go into a program you qualify for. I'm telling them that there, One Step Close, because I don't want them to say, well, let me kind of think about it. You know, I'm in good health, nothing's going to happen to me. Tell a story about somebody that you went to see. Went to see a client about a year and a half ago, and we were talking and visiting. He liked the program, but in his words, he says he wasn't quite ready to pull the trigger to obligate himself to that premium, and he wanted to think about it. So did whatever I could, talked with him, explained to him the reasons why he should do it now. He said no. So the reasons is that you're never going to be 57 again. You're in great shape, no heart attack, no stroke, no cancer, no type of COPD, emphysema, lupus. Just list about 4 or 5 things. Your height and weight is in check. I can get you a super preferred pricing. Yet he decided he wanted to wait. He said another party. I went back out. We started talking. And I said, yeah, I was here about a year and a half ago. We sat and visited and all that there. I said, what has changed since then? You kind of want to know why he sent the card in. Well, I need to get some coverage. I said, okay. Well, so how's your health? Had a heart attack about 6 months ago. So I looked at him, and you're telling this story, so hopefully the client you're sitting with will listen to what you're saying, put that I want to think about it, I want to wait out of their mind, and move forward by the story you're sharing with them. I said, I can get you a program, but you've got a 2-year waiting period. And your premiums are going to be higher I hate to say this, but it's going to be a lot higher than what it was when I was here a year and a half ago. He says, okay. So we talked. He ended up buying something, but the premiums were very, very high. He didn't like that. He ended up canceling 2 months after. He couldn't afford the premiums. So this is why I do my job efficiently. This is why I go over information with the folks I do business with, to let them know that there's no better time than today, because we don't have a crystal ball on what's going to happen later. Done. I said, can you please get me your medications, please? So what you want to do, the things that you're telling them, you're kind of like planting little seeds. And by just being nice to them, talking with them, letting them speak with you to let them feel they're in control, all that is, to me, is like little sprinkles of water you're putting on those seeds to let those little seeds grow before you leave. Now, medication. You're going to go through all their medication. I like bringing an application, okay? And when I bring the application, no matter what company you want to do business, just pick any application that you like. See, what I'm going to do, we need to go over the health questions as we talked about. Matter of fact, I've got one here. You pull it out of your briefcase, or you bring it out of whatever you carry with you. I'm going to go down these questions with you. So you're going to have one, they're going to have one. Okay? Start going through the health questions. These are the health questions I got to ask you. From here, it's going to decide what program you qualify for. I feel when people look at something, they hear something, and they're reading it with you, they're actually participating in this major event that you want to take place within the next 30 minutes, which is for them to sign on the dotted line. We go through all the health questions. You got no to everything. It's okay. Your medications, let me look through the medications. I said, okay. Had a client about 2 weeks ago call me and said they wanted to buy some life insurance. I said, okay, we're talking. He says, I'm on a blood thinner, and I'm on a cholesterol pill, and I'm on a high blood pressure pill. But he had no heart attack. He didn't say anything about anything. So, okay. I said, why are you on this blood thinner? Oh, I forgot. I had a stroke 5 years ago. Whenever somebody's on a medication, there had to have been something. There had to have been an effect that happened to them that caused the doctor to prescribe them that medication. He could have had a blood clot. You don't know. He could have had a heart attack. He could have had a stroke. Ask why they take these medications. What are these medications for? I like to ask them what the medication is for, sometimes even when I know, to get them to interact with me so they can tell me what it's for. Now, I'm going to say 25 to 35% of the time that people are not going to even know what the medication that they're taking is used for. Okay? So now it's your time to shine. So you know something, that's a tricky medication. Let me look. So go to your phone, go to either WebMD or Google and push in the medication. Say, oh, that medication is for gout. It's called allopurinol. Okay? So it lets them know that you're looking out for them. Now hopefully they'll remember what it's for. So you've told them what's going to take place. You've drawn a picture for them on what you're going to be doing. You've gone over the health questions with them. And as you're speaking with them and going through this here, which I did not say now, but I say it in the beginning, we're going to pick out a program today that best fits your needs. We're going to work around your budget. And the beauty about doing business with me is I don't need any money today. Okay? If you qualify for a plan, what we're going to do is we're going to push that payment off until next month. So you don't have to worry about no money. Because what ends up happening is that when people think they've got to write you a check, they're trying to think of a reason not to write you a check or not to give you a check. And what that does is that blurs their vision and their hearing when you're speaking to them about all the valuable reasons why they should buy. So tell them, I don't need no money. We can start it next month. You said your check's deposited on the third Wednesday. We'll do it on the third Wednesday of next month. The most important thing is that we get you qualified for a program today. Get you locked in. The premiums will always be the same. They'll always be, let's say the premiums are going to be $1, which you know they're going to be more than that. They're always going to be $1 all the way through. Let's say the face amount is $15,000. It's always going to be $15,000. Program we have has a cash value. Cash value grows every month. In the event something happens, you lose your job, you have an unexpected bill pop up, you call me, we'll get with the insurance carrier, we'll have 1 or 2 months from your cash value where you don't lose it, and you just keep on going. You can put whoever you want as a beneficiary. The beauty part about it is once you qualify today, everything we talked about today is locked in. They can't change it. So God forbid you sign up today, you're in perfect health. 3 years down the road, you have a heart attack. They can't change nothing because it's based on your health today. Your health, your height, your weight, and your medications today. It's got nothing to do with next month. This is why it's so important to do something today. That today word's got to start trying to come out a little bit more, slipping in when you can. So you told them what's going to take place. You've gone over the application with them. They answered no to all the questions, or the answer is yes to whichever one. You went over the medications with them. Now you're locked, set, ready to go to now share with them some pricing. Okay? Most of the time when you're speaking to somebody, they're normally going to ask you, what is it going to cost? Because when you're speaking with them, not to them and not at them, when you're speaking with them and you're allowing them to have a conversation and they feel they're participating in this event, the curiosity is going to get them to say, what's it going to cost? I will tell you, the more relaxed you are speaking with the people and just having a conversation for your sales process and to go through your steps, you're going to make them feel more comfortable with you. Okay? More comfortable. The more comfortable you make them and the more honest and trustworthy you look and you give them the utmost respect, you're going to have a better chance of doing a one-step close. Now, went out with a new agent last week, Bendrick. Went to see a gentleman who's hard of hearing. Visited with him. Everything was going fine. He says, I want to get this one here from you. I said, no problem. So I get on the internet, start doing it. Nothing could happen. Nothing could happen. The internet was going so slow, it was throwing out errors. So I was using my phone as a hotspot. I believe we used his as well. Nothing could work. And so why don't we go up to your apartment? So we were down in the lobby. He says, no, I don't want to. I said, okay. I didn't take it personal because it may have been messy. He could have had somebody up there he didn't want us to see. Who knows? I did everything I could not get the computer to go through. Couldn't do it. So now I'm getting excited, and I said to myself, what do? I want to do a one-step close, okay? And I know how to do them, and I'm pretty damn good at them. So I sat and I thought, and I said, you know something? I said, this is something that I know you want. You picked out the one that you felt best with. I said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to come back tomorrow and we're going to take care of it. I said, okay. So, went back to my office, did everything, completed the application there. Everything went through, poof, with no problems. Sent him the email for him to sign the signature page. He couldn't find it. So I said to myself, how many emails does a 77-year-old man get who lives in a huge apartment complex that is rent controlled based on their income? I said, how many emails could he get? So I called him and I said, listen, I sent it to you. He goes, hold on a minute. He's looking. He says, I can't find it. So now I'm a little frustrated. So I said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be there tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Is that all right? Yes. Went there at 2 o'clock, met him downstairs. I said, we need to go upstairs to complete this process because the internet down here is terrible. He said, okay. We walked up. His apartment, a little studio apartment. Very, very nice, very, very neat gentleman. We did everything. So now I'm looking through his phone for it. Okay. I wrote him American Home Life. I'm looking for American Home Life email. It's got Aetna. He had Aetna health insurance. So he was thinking that Aetna was his Medicare Advantage as well as I. So I looked at it and I said, damn. And the subject line wasn't what you call caught my eye to say sign here. So I decided to open it up. When I opened it up, American Home Life comes up. He looked at it, put his little name in there, bada bing, bada boom, okay? Everything went fine. It was a code he gave me to put in there. I completed it, but it wasn't a one-step close. So you're going to have obstacles like a poor internet, a hollering child, something. Tell them what's going to happen. Go through the warm-up, asking health questions to where you've got somewhat of an idea. Be prepared for the rebuttals. Be prepared for them to tell you, I want to think about it. I don't use my checking account. I thought this was free. These things, guys, you must know what to say. Because if you don't know what to say, it's going to be more challenging for you to make a sale. And the only way to get better is to do it and do it and do it. Buy old leads. Home office has aged leads you can buy. They got some that are crusty that you can buy for like doggone less than $1. It don't matter whether they're 5 years old. It don't matter. You're getting out there and you're, hello, this is Joe. How you doing? I'm here for this here. What you're doing is that you're preparing yourself for when you go and buy a brand new lead. Or if they give you a referral. It's best to get punched in the nose and get your legs chopped out from under you on a $1 lead. Because now you're going to learn. Tell them why you're there. Tell them they sent the card in. Tell them what's going to transpire, all the different steps. Throughout your warm-up, find out about their health, their age, height, weight you can do later. Bring out an application, let them look at it to where they can feel it. You go over the application with them, have them bring you their medication. If they're only on a high blood pressure medication and a cholesterol, depends on the situation. I may tell them don't worry about it. Bring the medication out. Tell them that we've already talked about everything. You've already talked to them about their checking account. You've already laid the groundwork out. And each step you take is one step closer when you hand them the pricing for them to circle it. Now, one thing I'll tell you about the pricing that I like. Whatever style you have, I like showing five different programs. Okay? Depending on their age, depending on what it is. I don't like saying $25,000 for $137.14, and $22,500 is for $99.92. I like saying the first one, and I just go the $219. I don't say no pennies, and I say this is what the 20 is, the 17.5, the 15, and the 12.5 is. They can see it. Okay. If you do want to say it, just say the dollars. Don't say the cents. Hand them a pen. Which one best suits your budget that will give you peace of mind that when I leave today, your coverage has started, and God forbid something happens to you over the 4th of July holiday, you're taken care of. Hand the pen. They're going to look at it. They're going to go, ooh. Say, just circle the one you want. They'll usually circle it or they'll point to it depending. From there, go into your actual application process. Hopefully you did the proper underwriting and get them approved. With that said, guys, hope that helps you out on a one-step close. If you have any questions, call the office. Oh, matter of fact, the office phones are down. They're kaput. They're out. Computers are working. The phones are out. So we got a technician hopefully coming today, if not tomorrow. So with that said, call the office. It's going to automatically go to Heather's phone. Maybe a little delay because only one person can answer. So call us. We love you. We appreciate you. Work hard and make some sales.
Texting is fine.
Okay. Oh, and Jay says, tell me now, you can also text the office. The home number, the office number. You can text it. Jay, call me. Heather, call me.
813 number.
Huh?
813 number.
Okay. The 813-988-3200, our local number. 813-988-3200. Jay says you can text. We'll get it. We'll get back with you. Be good, guys. Make it a great day. Bye-bye.